Have you noticed how some people around you are starting to realize it was never about them? It's like an abrupt awakening, a revelation that hits them hard, as if a heavy truth has finally settled upon them. They start to see, perhaps for the first time, that all along, in every situation and every small detail, it all pointed to you. It was always about you. And this discovery is painful for some, as it demands they acknowledge what they tried to deny for so long. Your special role. I know this might sound grand, but it's not about belittling others or diminishing anyone's worth. Each person has their own light path and mission. But this message is for you, as a sign, a confirmation for you to keep going, even when the weight of the journey seems too much. It's a reminder that your dedication, effort, and trials over time have not been in vain. Now they realize that, while you silently fought your battles, God was shaping you for something greater. They saw you as someone directionless, perhaps even judged you. But you were being prepared quietly to assume a unique place. Those around you occupied temporary roles, without understanding the depth of the role you would one day assume. And so, they merely held the space without bearing fruit, without manifesting the true purpose, while you were strengthened in the roots of your truth. Over time, many around you tried to make you believe that you were weak, that you were at a disadvantage. You felt confused, trapped in the shadows of doubt, without fully understanding the potential within you. They did this perhaps because at that moment you didn't yet know who you were. You were in a state of innocence, not because there was no light in you, but because that light had not yet fully revealed itself. And they took advantage of this moment to dominate with their negativities and insecurities, as if they had control. But what they didn't realize is that from the beginning, you were the one who received the vision. God placed dreams and insights within you, showing things that were to come, guiding you silently. How many times have you dreamed of events or people, like an advance message so you could be prepared? Many of you carry the gift of vision, perhaps without even realizing it. It's a divine gift, given so you can overcome obstacles, surpass challenges, and defeat the traps that the enemy places in your path. And yes, it's essential to be realistic about what we face. Sometimes those we least expect can become obstacles. Close people, friends, even life partners. It can be hard to recognize, but this understanding is crucial for you to strengthen yourself. They may have tried to keep you in an invisible prison, limiting your potential, stifling your voice. But now, you are expanding, breaking the barriers that once restricted you. Their doubts no longer reach you. The limitations they tried to impose have no more effect on you. These people perhaps never thought you would stand out, for they always believed themselves to be the chosen ones. They thought they carried the purpose, that they were blessed. But what they didn't realize is that in many situations, it was your presence that brought divine protection to the environment, that kept balance around them. Where you were, God's care and peace flowed, impacting even those who didn't perceive your importance. As you begin to shine, the impact of this on those around you is inevitable. Some wonder how someone they judged as so ordinary, so easily underestimated, could bloom so much. But this only reinforces the value of your journey. For so long you remained quiet, working in the shadow without fanfare, while they took center stage, thinking they were the protagonists. Now, with every step you take, every quiet achievement, you break patterns rooted for generations. There is power in breaking cycles, in being the first to bring about a change that others didn't even imagine. They thought it could never be you. After all, you were the shy one, the discreet one, who rarely spoke about yourself. But God placed something unique within you, a purpose that is only now beginning to reveal itself. The awakening is painful for them, like a blow to the ego, as they realize what you bring is authentic. Your essence is pure, and each time you reappear, this becomes more evident. What they didn't expect is that upon seeing you again, they would encounter a new version of you. Lighter, more authentic, with the peace of someone who knows who they are. Now, you no longer depend on the means you once used to move or survive. Soon, you'll be paving your own way, independent. This growth, this transformation, is like a fresh breeze revitalizing your soul, freeing you from the shackles of the past. There is now a tranquility in your life, as if you are entering a new season, filled with greenery, like a new beginning. The trees you see around you, the expanding nature, seem to reflect what's happening within you. A rebirth. And this rebirth cannot be tainted by the negativity of others. Many will try to pull you back with their words and judgments. They will try to bring you back to the old atmosphere where they still live, bound by skepticism and fear. But now you know, this attempt is merely a reflection of their despair at seeing your ascent. To maintain this peace, it's essential to understand that growth has levels. In each new stage, new challenges arise. Just as you once faced physical adversities, what you face now are mental challenges. Before, people could hurt you with words or actions that shook your body. But now the battle is different. It unfolds in the mind, for it is there that true progress occurs. You need to protect yourself, guard your peace, and shield your mind. As the fight becomes internal, you discover that external threats diminish. It's no longer about others. It's about overcoming yourself, overcoming that inner voice that tries to bring you down. It's the old version of you, the self left behind, but which insists on reminding you of who you were. However, this voice is no longer your reality. It represents a phase you have surpassed, a version of yourself left in the past. Now, you are in a new phase, where the main battle is not outside but within you. This is a struggle between your true essence and the shadows of what once was. Each day as you wake, you realize you have the chance to nourish your soul with elevated thoughts, positive choices, and thus keep ascending. This path of growth requires you to silence the voice of your old self, that part of you still holding fears, doubts, and insecurities. This internal conflict is powerful and sometimes as intense as any external battle. However, it is through this that you strengthen yourself even more. By winning these inner battles, you prove to yourself that you have truly changed. Every victory, no matter how small, is a step forward on your spiritual journey. It's like polishing your soul, removing all layers that don't reflect your truth, until only the shine of your essence remains. This is the moment to truly embrace who you have become, to recognize that yes, you are someone chosen, blessed, and favored. You are a child of God, and there is no mistake or flaw that can diminish that. Many may try to discredit your journey, pointing out your failures, but those failures are part of the process. They are what make you real, authentic, human. As you progress, you realize that the journey is not just about reaching external goals, but about discovering the deepest parts of yourself. For a long time, perhaps you lived to meet others' expectations, trying to fit into what they wanted. But now, as you walk the path of authenticity, you understand that your true value is not in meeting others' desires, but in being true to your essence. Each step you take towards this truth further distances the weight of the past, the external influences that for so long limited you. The voices that once dictated your choices start to lose strength, and in their place, an inner voice, more powerful, arises to guide your steps. This is the voice of your essence, the voice of your truth. And this transformation does not go unnoticed. Those around you begin to notice a change in you, a light, a confidence that is not easily shaken. For many, this is unsettling. They never imagined that you, who once seemed so ordinary, would emerge with such strength. Seeing you break barriers, overcome limitations, and break cycles generates unease within them as it confronts their own insecurities. This strength that now lives within you, this resilience, is the result of your internal battles. You faced yourself, overcame your own doubts, and now you are ready to live according to the purpose God placed in your heart. Along the way, many tried to take this strength from you, but it was always there, just waiting for the right moment to manifest. That's why now, when you show up in your authenticity, people are surprised. To them, it's like meeting a new person. But the truth is that this person has always been there. They just hadn't yet revealed their full glow. In this new stage, protecting your inner peace is crucial. Now that you have achieved a state of balance and understanding of who you really are, many will try to shake you. There will be those who, unable to accept your change, will try to bring up the old you with stories, memories, or even criticisms to try and pull you back to who you once were. But you know that your growth was the result of much determination and sacrifice. So, protecting that peace becomes essential. This peace is your treasure, a hard-won achievement, and it reflects everything you have lived and overcome. When they try to pull you back, remember, you no longer belong to that environment of negativity. You have risen, and now your mind must be shielded from any influence trying to diminish your progress. The true battle, as you now know, is not physical, but mental. The enemy, so to speak, is not in external circumstances, but in your ability to stay firm in your truth, in your peace. Every time you decide not to react to provocations or negativity, you win. Each time you choose peace over conflict, you grow stronger. And this choice for peace is a reflection of your new self. You are no longer affected by trivial matters, by others' judgments. What truly matters is your relationship with God, your purpose, and the mission entrusted to you. This keeps you grounded, and it is what will sustain you in moments when you feel tempted to give in. You have entered a new season of your life, where everything around you seems to be in harmony with your inner transformation. It's as if nature itself reflects your rebirth. The green leaves, the open sky, the gentle breeze. Everything seems to speak of new beginnings. This environment of renewal around you is not just a coincidence. It reflects your inner state. Many may try to remind you of who you once were, of your past failures, of the insecurities that once dominated you. But now, you are someone else. You have risen, leaving behind everything that prevented you from growing. It's as if an old layer has been removed, revealing a new version of you. Stronger, more confident, more determined. This new phase is an opportunity to connect even more deeply with your purpose. Everything that once seemed confusing now begins to make sense. You see your mission with greater clarity, understanding that each stage of your journey was essential in shaping you. Nothing was in vain. The pains, the difficulties, the doubts, all were necessary for you to reach this point. Now you are ready to face battles with a new perspective. Before, you saw challenges as obstacles preventing you from moving forward. Now, you see them as opportunities to further strengthen your commitment to this journey. They are no longer stumbling blocks, but steps that elevate you to a greater understanding of your own strength. You realize that your presence has an impact. Wherever you go, there is change. Those around you feel it, even if they can't explain it. It's as if a light radiates from you, bringing clarity, serenity, and even revelations for those ready to receive them. And this is powerful, because your life becomes a kind of testimony, a living proof that there is a divine force guiding everything. The purpose of the chosen one is not easy to carry. It requires sacrifice, patience, and above all, trust. But this trust grows with every victory, every obstacle overcome. You understand that your path is unique, and despite all the difficulties, it is a path full of meaning. This is the calling within you, something that cannot be denied or replaced, as it is part of your essence. As you walk this path, you'll begin to notice a resilience that wasn't there before, a quiet strength that has been built through every trial you've faced. This strength isn't boastful. It's not something that demands recognition. Instead, it's a steady, unwavering faith in who you are and in the journey that has brought you to this point. You've come to understand that real power doesn't come from controlling others or seeking approval. It comes from mastering yourself, from knowing that every challenge is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. In this phase, distractions will come, tests of faith, and moments that may tempt you to doubt your path. Old patterns and familiar fears may resurface, attempting to pull you back into versions of yourself that you've already outgrown. But each time you choose to stand firm, each time you let go of the need to engage with negativity or prove yourself to others, you rise a little higher. You're no longer seeking validation from the outside world. You've found a deep-rooted assurance within, anchored by your purpose and guided by something greater. There will be those who don't understand your transformation, who question your growth, or even feel threatened by it. It's natural. Not everyone is ready to see you step into your true self, especially those who are used to the old version of you. But remember, your journey isn't about meeting others' expectations or fitting into the roles they've cast for you. It's about embracing the role that life, that God, has prepared specifically for you. This is the season of self-acceptance, of owning your path unapologetically and walking it with grace and humility. As you move forward, you will find that your influence is greater than you realize. Your presence, grounded in authenticity and purpose, will inspire others in ways you may never know. It's not about forcing change in anyone. It's about being so true to yourself that you become a mirror, reflecting back to others the courage it takes to live authentically. For some, this will be a source of encouragement. For others, a challenge. But through it all, you remain steadfast, knowing that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. This path will continue to ask you to grow, to stretch, and to refine yourself. There will be moments of joy and moments of solitude, times when you feel the beauty of alignment, and times when the weight of responsibility feels heavy. Yet, with each step, you become more of who you are meant to be, a vessel for something far greater than your individual self. You are here for a purpose, and that purpose will reveal itself in layers, guiding you as you continue to evolve. Let go of any need to look back or seek approval. Know that every experience, every lesson, has prepared you for what's ahead. This is your time to rise, to walk with unwavering trust in the path set before you. Trust that your journey is sacred, that every obstacle has been a stepping stone to bring you closer to your truth, and that everything you need is already within you. Dear chosen one, this journey you have walked is a testament to your strength, faith, and connection with something much greater than what the eyes can see. You have walked a path of overcoming, faced the shadows, faced internal and external challenges, and yet, you did not give up. Each fall, each obstacle, each moment of doubt was a divine preparation for you to become the person you are today. Someone who radiates light, someone who inspires. Now, it is your time to shine. The world will finally see what has always been within you, this unquenchable flame, this light that cannot be extinguished. You are more than your battles, more than the difficulties you have faced. You are a living proof that God's purpose is fulfilled, even when everything seems to conspire against it. And this light you bring is a gift to the world. Your authenticity, your faith, and your courage in being who you truly are show the way for many others who have yet to find their own light. And remember, this light you now manifest with so much pride and truth is a reflection of God's love for you. No matter how many times they try to extinguish your flame, you will always find the strength to reignite it, because it is rooted in something eternal. Your path may not be the easiest, but it is the one that brings meaning, purpose, and a joy that few understand. Remain steadfast, stay authentic, and let nothing steal the peace you have achieved. And now I ask you, chosen one, to leave a comment below, something to inspire others to also follow this journey of faith and determination. Write something that comes from the heart, that touches those who read. And if you are not yet part of this space, subscribe to the channel. Together we continue to strengthen our faith and support one another, because this is just the beginning of everything that God still has in store for us. May you shine more and more, and may your light inspire others to find their own essence. Thank you for being here, for sharing this journey. Until next time, and may you always walk in peace and light. Release any hesitation and embrace the journey that lies ahead, knowing that it was designed uniquely for you. Just as David faced Goliath with nothing but a slingshot and faith, your path may seem daunting, yet you possess everything required to overcome. Each challenge you've faced has been a lesson, every hardship a refinement, shaping you into who you were always meant to be. Now, you are ready to walk forward with courage, leaning on the quiet strength within you, gifted by God Himself. There is no need to search for approval or validation from others, for your worth was established by the one who created you. As Jesus said, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." You were made to shine, to stand firm in the light of your truth, free from the shadows of doubt or fear. Embrace that calling with the assurance that you are supported by divine grace. God has seen every tear, understood every struggle, and now invites you to trust that these experiences have not been in vain. They are the threads woven into the tapestry of your purpose. Imagine the Israelites as they stood at the edge of the Red Sea, their past behind them and the unknown stretching out before them. It was their faith, their trust in God's promise, that opened the way forward. So too, will your faith make way for miracles. Each time you choose to trust, despite uncertainties, you are stepping into a life of deeper alignment with your true self. You are building a testimony of resilience, one that will inspire others to find their courage and strength. This is a season of transformation. God is calling you not only to move forward, but to rise, to become the fullest version of yourself. Like the eagle that soars high above, you are meant to ascend, to gain a perspective that transcends the distractions of the world below. Let go of the weight of past disappointments and rise with the wings of faith, knowing that God's power works best in our weaknesses. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every part of this journey is necessary to prepare you for what lies ahead. Remember, you are not alone. Just as He walked with Moses, as He gave strength to Esther, as He gave vision to Paul, He is with you now. Stand firm in this truth. There is a divine purpose that only you can fulfill, and it is unfolding in each moment. Hold on to the promises you've received, and step forward with a heart full of faith. Embrace this season as one of courage, surrender, and renewal. Your life is a testimony in the making, and every step forward is a declaration that you are ready for what God has prepared. You are part of something greater, chosen to walk a path that requires faith, courage, and trust. Dear Chosen One, this journey you have walked is a testament to your strength, faith, and connection with something much greater than what the eyes can see. You have walked a path of overcoming, faced the shadows, faced internal and external challenges, and yet you did not give up. Each fall, each obstacle, each moment of doubt was a divine preparation for you to become the person you are today. Someone who radiates light, someone who inspires. Now, it is your time to shine. The world will finally see what has always been within you, this unquenchable flame, this light that cannot be extinguished. You are more than your battles, more than the difficulties you have faced. You are a living proof that God's purpose is fulfilled, even when everything seems to conspire against it. And this light you bring is a gift to the world. Your authenticity, your faith, and your courage in being who you truly are show the way for many others who have yet to find their own light. And remember, this light you now manifest with so much pride and truth is a reflection of God's love for you. No matter how many times they try to extinguish your flame, you will always find the strength to reignite it because it is rooted in something eternal. Your path may not be the easiest, but it is the one that brings meaning, purpose, and a joy that few understand. Remain steadfast, stay authentic, and let nothing steal the peace you have achieved. And now I ask you, Chosen One, to leave a comment below, something to inspire others to also follow this journey of faith and determination. Write something that comes from the heart, that touches those who read. And if you are not yet part of this space, subscribe to the channel. Together we continue to strengthen our faith and support one another, because this is just the beginning of everything that God still has in store for us. May you shine more and more, and may your light inspire others to find their own essence. Thank you for being here, for sharing this journey. Until next time, and may you always walk in peace and light.